That's why he's always wrong. Zach had to tell him he was wrong the other night.
Like that. Worldwide, takeover, Times Square, takeover, the takeover, New York takeover. Man, you just put anything with takeover.
Team, man, we're doing great. Getting ready for this fight on May 2nd, and I can't wait, man. It's been a long time due, and we're gonna show up and show the world what we made of.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of workout, part of training.
Why's that?
Fundamentals. Bring back the basics. Basics are everything. Alignment with the feet and the hands. Position.
Inside their training camps, the days began to blend together for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez as grueling sparring sessions, relentless road work, and constant repetition defined every step of their preparation.
Champ got razor blades in them goddamn gloves. And we gonna be switching on his ass. Woo!
I think he's gonna go in and be patient and handle his business. I mean, compared to Shakur, I mean, he's just a masterpiece at his work. So I feel like he's gonna go and pick him apart and take him down.
Long before the fight night lights come on, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are already fully immersed in the grind, living day after day with everything centered around boxing.
Yo, can I ask you something?
What?
You blame him?
Nah, that was smart. That was smart. I know what I'm gonna do next time though. I'm gonna punch him.
Especially that hook.
I got you. Look, when he start doing this, I'm gonna punch that shit like right here, his elbow.
And I got a family to take care of. They depend on me. And I'm gonna get to this bag and make sure it works.
For Shakur Stevenson, training camp begins in silence and routine. Early mornings are devoted to the ring, where focused sparring and precise drills fill the hours. The gym echoes only with gloves snapping, feet gliding across the canvas, and coaches calling out sharp, measured corrections.
Yeah, my happy place.
What is the update on that?
It's a lot better. Able to punch, able to whoop ass.
Does it change the being supposed to go through the same vision?
Same vision. Actually, it makes it even better, to be honest, because he been popping a lot of shit. So to put him in his place, I'm gonna love doing that.
Being a coach for Shakur is like a coach's dream, you know. He's technically sound, you know. He's disciplined. He does everything right, you know. All you gotta do is talk gloves and give him water majority of the time. You don't gotta worry about skipping no steps, you know. He gonna follow everything, plus do a little more on his own time, you know. You make a coach job easy. Wait. Right back with the hook.
Between rounds, Stevenson listens more than he speaks, absorbing every piece of feedback before stepping back into the fire. Terrence Crawford is reportedly training alongside Shakur Stevenson ahead of his fight with Teofimo Lopez, offering praise for Stevenson's exceptional skill, discipline, and ring intelligence.
Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that I do.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, bop, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he's feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, bop, only thing he can throw is a hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he puts.
Wally Moses, who first brought Shakur Stevenson into the gym at just 5 years old, remembers a young fighter who constantly begged to train and spar every day, showing an undeniable passion for boxing from the very beginning. Throughout his journey, Stevenson's family has remained tightly knit around him, with his mother, siblings, and extended relatives regularly supporting him, cheering him on, and watching him train as he continues his pursuit of greatness.
Boxing every day. I think when he got around 2 years old, he just sat up and just started punching right in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, you like that? And I think pretty much everything else is hickey. You hear me tell tales about taking him into the gym at 5 years old, but when he went into the gym, he was ready to start training to learn how to fight. So he had been learning how to box long before 5 years old.
Across the gym, Teofimo Lopez's camp carries a different energy, but the grind is just as intense. Music fills the space as Lopez powers through explosive drills, blending speed, strength, and aggression with relentless intensity.
House of Champions, Teofimo Lopez in the building. You already know what's up. Got father, senior, right here in the building. Okay. Yo, what up, guys? Yeah, box out. Hey, man, it's different. That's what I like. I like that's different. And to even have like an indoor court at the same time. Going on a little bit, come on the court a little bit. Yeah. It's a playground. So every time I finish a fight, I go home with almost at least a million. But that's not enough with the living and everything that comes around.
Yeah.
Especially in today's era. Today, 10K back then was a lot. Now it's nothing. 10,000, but we're paying at least half that in rent or housing.
I'm standing in your way. My bad. No,
man.
Yeah. That's a bullet shot now.
Bro, ain't somebody that has brought a major billion-dollar company like I did.
Sparring days expose the core of Lopez's camp. The rounds are physical, fast, and fiercely competitive, with trainers constantly pushing him to stay sharp under pressure and react on instinct when the exchanges intensify.
Yo, we're about to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Do some light work, moving around.
Three slips.
Yeah. Right here, man.
And a right hand up there.
Right left, right. 1, 2. Double jab right.
Lopez's trainer often points out that what truly separates him isn't just disciplined drills or routine conditioning, but the genuine passion he brings to every session. Lopez is committed to living in the gym, training multiple times a day, and pushing himself even when no fight is immediately scheduled, a mindset he adopted after becoming a two-division world champion. That constant work has sharpened his speed, strength, and boxing IQ, reflecting a deep love for the process rather than just the final outcome. Observers note how naturally he moves during drills and sparring, staying light on his feet with a steady rhythm as he works combinations and footwork, making intense training feel almost instinctive. This enthusiasm not only enhances his agility and balance, but also creates a high-energy atmosphere that motivates everyone around him in camp.
He's an entertaining cat. Like, everything is fun. It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty-gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, it is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm gonna tell you later.
Take over sports, coming soon. Yeah, baby, all day. I wonder where.
Terence Crawford spoke about Shakur Stevenson with genuine respect and brotherly support, praising his exceptional skill set and understanding of the sport. He acknowledged that some fans label Shakur as boring, but argued that this criticism comes from a failure to recognize true boxing mastery. Crawford compared Stevenson to Floyd Mayweather, noting that Mayweather was once given the same label before being widely recognized as a legend. According to Crawford, Shakur operates on that same level of precision, intelligence, and speed, qualities that define elite fighters. He emphasized that Stevenson's ability to control fights and outthink opponents makes him a special talent who deserves admiration and respect within the boxing world.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defend.
Teddy Atlas came to the defense of both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, pushing back against long-standing criticism that has followed them throughout their careers. He noted that many critics were quick to accuse both fighters of avoiding tough opponents, claiming their records were padded or that they lacked the courage to face elite competition. Atlas argued that this narrative is outdated and unfair, pointing out that both Stevenson and Lopez have repeatedly proven their willingness to take on high-level challenges. He emphasized that their skill, speed, and strategic intelligence make them dangerous matchups for anyone in the sport. Rather than shying away from risk, Atlas believes both fighters have actively sought opportunities to test themselves, showing clear growth, confidence, and adaptability. In his view, the idea that either man avoids danger no longer holds weight, and both deserve credit for the accomplishments they've earned and the challenges they continue to embrace inside the ring.
Teofimo at certain spot, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, you know, being elusive while being aggressive, you know, walking them down, fighting on the inside, you know, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see.
Shakur Stevenson shared his thoughts on Teofimo Lopez during an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, making it clear that there's no personal animosity between them. He has consistently respected Lopez for his speed, power, athleticism, and overall skill, acknowledging that these traits make Teofimo a serious challenge in the ring. While Lopez can sometimes be a polarizing figure with statements that spark controversy, Stevenson stresses that he doesn't take such comments personally. Instead, he uses any criticism or provocation as extra motivation to perform at his best. Shakur also recognizes Lopez as a driven athlete who is genuinely focused on achieving greatness. For Stevenson, this matchup is more than just a fight. It's an opportunity to test his skills, discipline, and strategy against a talented and determined opponent, measuring himself against one of the division's top fighters.
I want to make it happen, so let me hit the guy up.
Honestly, I had been set it up with the higher power people. I kind of asked them, can we make the fight happen? But once it got closer to getting it done, I kind of reached out to Tio, and he was cool.
And obviously this is happening at 140. Why were you interested in that? Why the decision to move up from 135?
I'm not moving up to 140-pound division just yet. I'm actually a 35-pounder, but I moved up for this fight because I know that why would I bring him down? I would have to come up to his weight if I want to fight him. So it only made sense.
Was MSG always the spot that was discussed, or perhaps Prudential Center, Newark, or any other locations?
They asked me Las Vegas or New York, and I told them.
Amir Khan has praised Shakur Stevenson as a highly skilled and technically gifted fighter who brings real value to boxing. While his style may not always thrill casual fans, Stevenson's precision, defense, and ring IQ make him extremely difficult to hit or beat, the very essence of the sport. Khan also acknowledges fighters like Teofimo Lopez for their aggression and power, but emphasizes that Stevenson's elite abilities deserve respect. He notes that tactical defensive brilliance is often mistaken for boring, yet at the highest level, slipping punches, controlling distance, and outthinking an opponent are true marks of mastery. Stevenson's technique and consistent success against top competition demonstrate that skill can be just as captivating as knockouts. Entering the ring, he carries a reputation built on precision, adaptability, and strategic thinking. His ability to read opponents, control distance, and make mid-fight adjustments will be fully tested against Lopez's raw power, speed, and aggression, leaving fans and analysts eager to see how Stevenson handles the challenge.
That Shakur gets, like people say that he's boring. Yeah, I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. So I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because it was so perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left. And I trained with him as well with Virgil, and I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands hands there and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people can, because you got two different styles. You got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you got
Lamont Roach, who has followed Stevenson's career closely, emphasizes that this matchup shouldn't be seen as a chaotic brawl, but as a battle defined by precision, control, and strategic execution. A victory over Teofimo Lopez wouldn't just add another world title to Stevenson's record. It would also elevate his credibility and strengthen his leverage in negotiations for a potential fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. Many fans and insiders believe that only by defeating a high-profile opponent like Lopez can Stevenson legitimately claim the status of top contender and earn the long-discussed showdown with Davis. A fight that has been talked about for years, but has yet to materialize.
Okay, cool.
But and doing that, and so I was always going to fight this year. He knew that too. I was always going to fight this year. It was going to be either like a tune-up or something before I fought him, if we were to get that together.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. I think he just, his IQ will frustrate him. And,
wow. Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers.
Who do you think will have the edge on fight night after seeing both fighters' camps? Share your thoughts and predictions below.